Okay, good morning, children. Today we are going to do the chapter People as Resource. Already I have given you PDF. You might have read so many times. And before also I have taken the classes. And I want to review this chapter, that is People as a Resource. First of all, I would like to tell you why we consider people as a resource. If the human beings are not well developed, if the human beings are not well skilled, then this human being will be of no use. So these people are is a great resource for the country. If the country wants to see the development, then they must devote maximum income on the development of the people. Like you see, Japan, much of the income is going on the welfare of the people, on the resources, on the human resources development. Same way, some of the American portion, some of the American you can see what's called state, they have also invested maximum on the you can see human resources. Even in Costa Rica, there is a country, maximum of the development is going, maximum of the income is going on the human resources. Even in Kerala, uh, maximum of the you can see this development is going on, maximum of the income is going on what human resources development. So today I'm going to tell you the features you can see of people as a resource. What are the main factors? Already I have written the blackboard, the factors which are considered for the development. Now here you see the factors which improve the quality, that is the human resources. That is first is for skill, and then technology is there, education is there, and then health is there. Skill development. Now, skill development means like human being must learn certain type of skill. I mean, you can say maybe he must take coaching, or you can say he must enter into some you can say technical institution. Some sort of skill he must have in his hand so that he can do the work properly, and then only we will be able to develop our resources. And we must have a up-to-date technology so that we can convert all the natural resources into ready-made goods. Then only we'll be able to develop. Then only the GDP will be able to come up. Then only we'll be able to compete with other countries. These are two main factors. And the third factor is called education. Even to run a TV, even to run a mobile, education is required. I mean, you can say uneducated person cannot do anything. Even he won't be able to travel also. Even he can't move from one place to another. So education is must. He will be able to know what is right and wrong. He will be able to go to the court. He will not be able to be exploited. That is called importance of education. So even I ask all the parents that they must give maximum money for the development of the education to their children. Now the next is what health. Without health, meaningless. Now you see we are facing a pandemic. If anybody is suffering from disease and all this thing, the whole house will be chopped. Health is the first priority. That is these are major factors. Now regarding education, you see, regarding education, country has done a lot. So many schools are open. Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan is there. Blackboard operation is there. Each one teach one policy is there. So much of income countries government is giving for the education, so that everyone must be educated. Clear. Even health facilities also, so many hospitals are open. Even you can see what is called some sort of cards are made so that they can get the medicine at a subsidized rate. Clear. Even they can they can easily get admission in the government hospitals, like you can see, so that some sort of facilities that government is giving, so that health is on the health must be on the top priority. Then only the country will be developed. Now you see there are two types of activities in this chapter. I hope this much you might have followed. There are two activities. There is called economics and non-economic activities. Now economics means economics is related to GDP, and non-economics is not related to GDP. Economics is related to national income. Non-economics is not related to national income. Non-economic activity is related to social welfare. Like you can say, if a teacher is teaching his own son, that is called a non-economic activities. If the teacher is teaching his own son, that is called a non-economic activity. Economic activities where the money is there, like in social service, like you can say our sisters in St. Mary's and other things. These are called non-economic activities. Clear. That is the social services, right? Even education sector, all the other sectors also are called you can say what is called non-economic activities. Now there are two types. There are three other activities: other primary activities, there are secondary activity and tertiary activities. These are activities. primary activities are those activities which are related to raw material, and secondary activities, manufacturing is there, transportation is there, and tertiaries mean tertiary activities like teaching class, doctor's class, lawyer class, which are looking for both primary sectors and secondary sectors. So these are major things in these chapters. So then only the human being will be developed. Then only the human being as the resources will be able to come up. Now you see why we are not able to develop. That is a major factor is called unemployment, because too much of population is there. That is, you can say, burgeoning growth rate. Growth rate is too much, and resources, there is scarcity of resources. Now, scarcity of resources there, naturally there will be unemployment. Now, what do you mean by unemployment? Unemployment means like when the person is willing to work, but he is not having any job. That is called unemployment. If the person is willing to work and but he's not getting any job, that is called unemployment. Now there are 3-4 types of unemployments are there. That is seasonal unemployment. Seasonal unemployment means when the factory is running, we are getting employment. Otherwise, there is no employment at all. When the factory gets closed, then there is no employment. When the sugar factory is there, sugar factory is running, then so many people will get employment over there. When the sugar factory gets closed, no employment. That is called a seasonal unemployment. And there is one more important employment, it's called disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment में ये होता है, लगता है कि वो employed है, but actually में they are not employed. That is in agriculture sector. Agriculture sector, like some of the people, they can manage the land. Two person can manage the land, but 5-6 are involved. That is called a disguised unemployment. Then another employment is called a structural unemployment. Structural employment means there are no hospitals are there, no institutions are there, no capital is there, so that they can build a structure. अगर बड़ी-बड़ी फैक्ट्रियां होंगी, बड़े-बड़े स्ट्रक्चर्स होंगे, तभी तो कुछ employment मिलेगा. That way, that is called structural employment. So you can say these are the things in this chapter. That is, factors are there, activities are there, unemployment, and you can say another is called impact. Impact क्या पड़ेगा अगर unemployment रहेगा? Unemployment is there, then there will be no development of the natural resources there. When there is no development of the natural resources there will be no development of the capital, there will be no development of the national income will not be able to come up, GDP will not be able to come up. So naturally, what is going to happen? The country will go down. That is the impact, and country will not be able to come up. You can say there will be no development at all. So I am sure, children, you might have followed this chapter. That is, factors are there. This is human resources, different activities. Major question is that difference between economic activities and non-economic activities. Then different types of unemployment is there. Already I have sent you these pages. Please go through it. And impact. Impact means socio-political impact is there. Socio-political means society will get disturbed. There will be robbery, there will be cheating when the people are unemployed, there will be chaos in society, there will be trouble in society, all will become dacoits, or you can say this sort of thing, because when they have no money at all, that is called a social factor. And political factor is also, you can say, country will not be able, government will not be stable, every now and then there will be chaos, every now and then there will be procession, people will shout against the government, that is called a political impact. Clear? So children, I'm sure you might have followed this chapter. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm saying, so this chapter, you go through it for the unit test. If any doubt is there, tomorrow I'm going to send you this video. Clear? Thank you so much.